everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with a really random put together video, but it's something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, not only for you guys but also for reference for myself. If you can hear rustling, I've got pee in the background. So this video is all to do with Slimming World, and it's basically low sin foods, whether it be snacks, sauces, like lunch ideas. It's just like loads of low sin foods that I like to eat that I thought I'd sit down and share them with you guys. If you get stuck for inspiration or you don't know what you can and what you can't have, like I've said previously before, I have learned all of this stuff myself. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like quite a lot of people are lazy when it comes to doing Slimming World on their own. It's daunting, don't get me wrong, but if you want to lose the weight, it's all online. Research it, and I'm not saying that to be rude or an asshole, but it's all out there, so if you're stuck you can do it yourself. Sharing what I've learned and what I think is correct. If it's not right and you go to group or you have the Slimming World app, all of that sort of stuff, be careful please. Leave a comment below, like just correcting me, telling me what is right, what's wrong, or things that you recommend as alternatives. I'm always open for suggestions as well as other people. So also point out that I apologise for the really random awful lighting and the state of my face. That's not tea, that's coffee, you can't have that. It is snowing outside, alright, which is why I'm having a filming day today, because literally there's nothing else I can do. This is my third home day on the trot and I've just had enough at the moment. Yep, that's mummy's boobies, what are you doing? Because it's snowing, I thought I would recommend a drink, and that is the Options hot chocolate. I really like Options hot chocolate. I normally only ever buy it when they do the sachets. They sell them in B&M for 19p per sachet, or they do them in Tesco's. I want to say it's either 3 for £1 or 4 for £1. They're like 40p each. Don't do that. This one I got for Christmas in my Christmas stocking, because that's how wild we are. We get hot chocolate and chocolate spreads and all sorts in our stockings. But it's what I wanted. This one's my favourite, and this is the Belgian chocolate orange hot chocolate. It's only 39 calories per drink. So that counts as 2 sins per drink. 2.5. I say it's 2. I might be wrong. Like I said, don't kill me in the comments if my sin valuations aren't right. Right, I just had to go and put P down for a nap because she was very tired, very aggy and distracting. So, don't need to worry about that now. You might hear a couple of screams and cries in the background, but it's fine. She's safe in her cot. She's just angry that I've put her to bed whilst I'm filming a video. Anyway, so like I said, they do a variety of different flavours. I can't remember which ones I said, but my favourite are the chocolate orange, the chocolate mint, and the butterscotch one. I haven't had that one for ages. This was like £1.50 from Home Bargains. They also do a white chocolate one, but that's higher sin, I think. So yes, for a drink I highly recommend hot chocolate, but make sure it's the Options, like the light version. Next I'm going to move on to the dried snack variety, which is probably one of my favourites. If you are new to Slimming World, you probably won't know like the uproar that the Slimming World community has had at the moment. These sort of things, not this one particularly, but say this one and this, these used to be sin-free. They have now changed the sin values. Again, if you're new to Slimming World and you haven't got a bloody clue what I'm on about, Slimming World you have 15 sins a day. So whether that be one of these and your hot chocolate, that would be 4 sins, for example. So yes, these all used to be sin-free. They are now sinning them, which it's annoying, but it's not. It's not like it's gone from no sins to 5. This is only 1 sin, so I never go over my sins anyway, so it doesn't matter. How many more times am I going to say sins in this sentence? So starting off with the mug shots. Now, mug shots are not my first port of call. I eat these if I've eaten up everything else that I enjoy, but these are always in my cupboard as cupboard staples. You can get them really cheaply. You can get them from like Home Bargains, B&M. You can get them in supermarkets, but they're more expensive. This one is really nice. This is the cheese pasta one. This is the highest sin value of the packets, because it's cheese and it's pasta, and this is 3 sins. This one is 1 sin, and this is the sweet and sour flavoured noodles. I really like this one. What other ones do I like? I like the pink one. I can't remember which one that is. It's very similar to like sweet and sour. What else do I like? Oh god, I haven't had them for a while. I like the orange, I like the pink. I think I like the blue, the chow mein one. That one's okay. I don't like the barbecue one. I had that the other day and that was absolutely repulsive. I don't waste food, but that went straight in the bin. That was so bad. That was vile. So you've got mug shots. These are a good option. Like I said, you can get them cheap. I think I got mine like 30p each, or you can get 3 for £1 in B&M. So just shop around, but you can get them cheap and they're just good to have in your cupboard. Next up, we have got dried pastas. Now these are the pasta and sauces by Bachelors. I've lived on these since I was a little girl. I've always loved these. I don't like them as much as I used to. They have recently, I say recently, in the past year they've changed the formulation. So it says ready in 5 minutes. I don't like those ones. I can't even find the old ones anywhere anymore. I don't think they produce them anymore. I don't really like them as much as I used to. I don't feel like they're as creamy. They just don't taste as nice. So this one is the tomato, onion and herb, and this one is the smoky cheese and pancetta. Pancetta? Don't know. So this one is one of the lower sin values. This is only 1 sin for the packet. This one is one of the higher sins, and this is 3.5. I've written them on the back because I'm well prepared. And this one is 3.5 sins for the packet. I used to really like this one and I had it not too long ago and my taste buds have changed. I don't really like it that much. It's just, I don't know, I can't explain it. I think it's the fact that it's smoky. But for a quick snack, for your lunch, or sometimes I have this as a dinner with like some asparagus and some broccoli. It's a good, quick, cheap meal if you can't be asked to cook or you get home late from work. You've got the options of these. Another favourite variety of mine are these, and they are dried noodles. I lived on super noodles when I was a child, so they always hold a place in my heart. Although I don't actually like the normal like full fat noodles anymore. I just don't like them. I think they're really stodgy and I've just gone off them. These ones, however, I absolutely love, and whether I was on Slimming World or I wasn't, I would pick to choose and eat these ones as I would a normal super noodle chicken flavour. These are the super noodle low fat chili chicken flavour. They do 3 varieties of the low fat ones. I was going to say low sin then. They do chicken and herb, which I don't really like. They do sweet chili chicken, which is purple, I believe. And then they've got, is it sweet chili or sweet Thai? Sweet Thai chicken. And then they do the red ones. The red ones are my favourite. They're the spiciest, but they're just incredible. I absolutely love these. Again, these used to be sin free. They are now 2 sins, which is annoying when it did used to be free. I don't really know why they've put the values up, but it's 2 sins. It's a low sin lunch. I love them. Again, good for lunches, good for dinners if you really can't be bothered to cook. So you've got that as an alternative. If you want to spend a couple more sins but get noodles for cheaper, so for example the super noodles I've just shown you, you can get them in Tesco's on offer, sometimes 2 for £1, or when they're at their normal price at 89p each, which isn't expensive, but to me it is when I love these. These are the coca noodles. You can get them in Home Bargains. You can also get them in B&M. I saw them in B&M, but the variety of flavours weren't as much as Home Bargains. Home Bargains had them all, whereas B&M only had 2 flavours. These are 25p per packet in B&M, and they are incredible. I think the reason why I like them so much is because I believe they're imported from Singapore. It says that they're where they were manufactured, and that's why I love them. They are so good. Like I said about the super noodles, I can't believe I'm having such an in-depth conversation about bloody noodles. The super noodles, I find, like the normal ones, are really claggy and just not nice. These are lovely. The making instructions are a little bit sparse, and people say like, well, how do you make them? 300ml of water, put the noodles in, put the packet in. It comes with a soup base, which is your flavour, and it comes with like an oil. I don't use the oil. I don't fancy putting oil on my food because that's going to make the sin values go up. So, and then I put them in the microwave for like 2.5 to 3 minutes, and then I eat them with salt. And I know I shouldn't, but I do, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I have a water because these are bloody spicy. Oh, I can't wait to have them for my lunch after I film this. These are slightly higher in sin. These are 5.5 sins, which is, for me, that's a high sin value for what it is. But I love them, and for the price, I'd rather have more sins and get more for my money. I could get 4 packets of these as opposed to 1 super noodles when they're not on offer. I don't have these all the time. I'd have these once a week, which I feel like is okay. Like I said, they do a variety of different flavours. They do this one, which is the spicy stir fry. This is what it looks like. This is what the branding is. It's really, really yummy. They do chicken, they do beef, they do curry, which again I really like. They do one called like Tom Yum or something, but I think it's got a shrimp on it. So I didn't eat that because I don't like fish. They've got a couple of others, but recommend these. And this one is the lowest sin value out of them all, which works out well for me because I like these. So crisps. You can still eat crisps on Slimming World. You can eat anything you want when you're on Slimming World. However, I don't. I don't want the temptation of crisps, so I treat myself. Say I was going out with Neil and Pete at the weekend and I knew I was going to be out and food choices are a little bit harder for me. To keep me on plan and not go crazy, I'll take a packet of crisps with me so I know I've got a snack if need be, as well as an Alpenlight bar and an apple or an orange or a bit of fruit that I can take with me. So, Crispies. These are from Aldi. These are basically quavers. These are 12 grams, so you don't get a lot in the bag, but it's only 3 sins. So say you saved your healthy extra B for your lunch, so you had a sandwich, and then you can have a packet of crisps and it only costs you 3 sins, depending on what you put in your sandwich. It's a good alternative. Everyone loves a quaver. The other thing you can have is skips. These are 3.5, 4 sins, not 100%. Again, it's a good staple, reminds me of my childhood. If you don't fancy those, you can also have French fries, so you've obviously got a different variety of flavour. If you don't want just cheese or prawn cocktail, you can have salt and vinegar, ready salted, and cheese and onion. They're around about 3.5 sins as well. So just search online low sin crisps and loads will come up, but they are the ones that I normally go for from Aldi. So now I've got sort of chocolatey snacks you can have on the go. I've mentioned these before in like Poundland hauls and stuff like that because that's where I buy them from, and these are the Alpenlight bars. These are fab. So I like the Cherry Bakewell and also the Jaffa. So this is what they look like. These are 3 sins per bar, or you can have 2 for your healthy extra B. So you've got the option there, even if you use your healthy extra B for your toast in the morning or bread in the afternoon, you can have one of these for 3 sins as a snack. I don't really do that because I'd rather have something that I'm going to show you later on. But like I said, I normally take these out with me. If I'm not too sure what I'm doing for lunch, these just go in my bag and I can just help myself and know that I will still be on plan because I've got food with me, and it's just not going to push me over the edge, and it's just going to tie me over until I find what I'm going to eat that day. So yeah, you can get these really cheaply. You can get them Poundland, B&M, Home Bargains, supermarkets, and these are normally £1 for a box of 5. So yes. They are also sort of like a different version of the hi-fi bars that you get from Group if you go to Slimming World. My friend actually goes to Group and I have tried one of her hi-fi bars. They are really good. I had the chocolate mint one, thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm actually asking her to get me a couple of boxes for myself. I did really, really like them. They are slightly more expensive. They are £2 for a box of 6, I think. But the flavours are better and they're more chocolatey. So if that's what you'd rather get, I know you can get them on eBay, but they're very expensive. Try and find a friend that goes to Group and get them for you. So yes. Anyway, another thing I've got is the Fibre One bars. These are little, I'd call it like a little brownie. It's very small. If I fold it over, that is the rough size as to what you're getting. I don't normally eat these unless I'm thinking, you know what, I need a treat, it's been a tough day. You get a variety of flavours. I think you can get lemon drizzle, salted caramel, and then this one, I believe that's what you can get. I'm not too sure if they've released any more. And this one is just the chocolate fudge brownie. Ironic that I said it's the brownies because that's what it is. This is 4.5 sins. So again, slightly on the higher end of the sin value, but if you want to treat yourself, treat yourself. If you're fancying like a bit of cake, get this. If you fancy a biscuit, then get these, which is what I'm going to show you in a minute. But yes, I found these on offer in B&M. I got them for £1 for a box of 5, but normally they range at £1.49 to like £2 for a box, which again to me is quite expensive when you can get them, or the Alpen bars for £1. It's all about what you want to spend. I live my life on a budget because I have to, so these are a treat for me. But they do taste really nice with a cup of tea, and if you put them in the microwave for like a couple of seconds as well, fab. Like I said, are these Biscoff, Lotus Biscoff bars. I've mentioned these before in, it was a pound video as well. So these are 1.5 sins per biscuit, so it is quite small. The packet is 3 sins in total obviously, but it's a nice treat if you fancied a biscuit as opposed to a bit of chocolate that night. Get these. These taste really yummy. I make them last quite a long time because I savour every bite I have. But yeah, for like a low sin little snack, again, you can throw them in your bag. They're great. P also really likes these as well. You can get, I want to say it's an 18 pack of 2, so 18 packets of these for £1 in Poundland. I definitely also recommend making sure you get the individually wrapped ones like this, because they do also do them just in a general packet, and once they're open, they're all open. That's harder to restrain yourself, so try and get the individually wrapped ones if you can. I also know that Aldi do their own version of the biscuits. Again, they're not individually wrapped, but I'm not too sure on the sin value, but I know they're about 60p, so you're saving yourself money, but I don't know the sins, so just keep an eye out for those. Something that I can imagine you'd never think of seeing in a Slimming World video is chocolate. I wish I could eat the whole bloody tub of this. I could quite easily do it, but I don't. I restrain myself. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that one chocolate, I'm not going to open these because I'm currently working my way through another box, left over from Christmas. This is what happens. I buy Quality Street, Heroes and Celebrations, and we only ever get through the Celebrations, because people also buy us like the cartons, you know, like you can get the cartons of chocolate. What are they called? The boxes. No, these are the boxes. I don't know. The ones that are like cardboard. So, I believe that one chocolate is 2 sins. That's what I've always known. That's what I've gone off of. I think since then, Heroes has changed the size of their chocolates. When I did Slimming World last time, they were like the old packaging, so I didn't have to worry about like the changes. I don't know if these have gone up to 2.5 sins. I'm not 100% sure, but for me, like if I'm having like a Mars from Celebrations and then a fudge from here, I just count it as 2 sins per chocolate, 4 sins in total. These are great, and I always say to people on Slimming World, get these chocolates. You've got a really big variety of chocolate here, whether you want something like hard, like just the green triangle, and then you want something caramelly, you can have the caramel swirl. You've got variety within here, and it's easy to not overindulge. That's what I find with individually wrapped things, like I said about the biscuits. Because they're individually wrapped, you're not going to want to delve in and have another. You might want to, you might not have as strong willpower as say other people like myself, but for me, I find it easier to think, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a Whisper and a cream egg tonight, and that's gonna be my treat, and that's something I look forward to, and it's something that I make sure I don't go over on. Whereas around Christmas time, when you get the tubes of sweets, so for example, Neil always puts Smarties in my Christmas stocking. Because they're not individually wrapped and you can just quickly pop them open and have a couple, it's easier to do it and add a couple on. I know that it's going to sound really cringe, so you can have 17 Smarties for 4 sins, but you might want to round it up to have 20 Smarties. Like, it's just easily done that way. For example, Jelly Babies as well. 1 Jelly Baby is 1 sin. Well, once the bag's open, you're not only going to want to have 4 Jelly Babies, you want to have more. So just my thoughts on a situ. They're still in the shops at the moment, and if anything they're really cheap at the moment. I think I saw one of these in Tesco's the other day, but the large tin ones for like £1.60. So go to your supermarkets, buy one. If you know you can restrain yourself and just have a couple a night, that's what I do with a cup of tea. Sorted. Moving on to my last low sin things, and that is sauces and flavourings for food. So first of all, I'm going to show you these. These are the Crucials sauces. I always see these on Instagram. I got mine in B&M for 99p each. Again, check all like your bargain shops. They also do them in Morrison's. I can imagine they probably do them in Asda and Tesco's and all of that sort of stuff. But I got mine in Morrison's. No, I didn't. I got them in B&M. So I've got the chilli and garlic, which looks like this. Holy moly, this is spicy. It says like 1.5 spice. I don't know if you can see down at the bottom. They've got like the chilli rating down at the bottom. This was hot. I put this on a salad. I really enjoyed it. So I got some chicken pieces, lettuce, cucumber and some celery. Sprinkled this on top. This was really good. 0.5 of a sin, so half a sin for 1 tablespoon, which is really, really good. I know you can get like fat-free ones and low sin and like sin-free ones, but I like that. The other one is the barbecue sauce. I bloody love barbecue sauce with some like homemade chips when I have a Slimming World fry up. Oh, just thinking about it makes me want to salivate. This again was 99p and it's 0.5 of a sin, so half a sin for 1 tablespoon. I've used quite a lot of this. Love it, absolutely love it. They do a variety of flavours. They do like garlic mayo, that's quite high sin. That is 3 sins or 3.5 sins per tablespoon. They do normal mayo, they do barbecue sauce, ketchup, other like chili ones, but these are the ones that I found that I knew that I wanted. There are a couple more that I'd like to add to my collection. Yeah, Crucial sauce, definitely recommend trying to find those in your shops. Final 2 things I've got are things that you can use to flavour chicken or whatever you're deciding to cook. So the first one is this Nando's cooking sauce. I'm sure you've all seen this around in your supermarkets. You can get this at pretty much any supermarket. You can get it for £1. It's not auto-focusing. Lemon and herb flavour, just because P eats this as well. And this is half a sin for a tablespoon. So that I'd probably only use that anyway because P don't want it to be too spicy for her. So we've got that one. Things I've got are the Maggie So Tender cooking sheets. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but you basically have like this baking parchment with the flavouring on. You open it up, you put your chicken breast in it, you close it like a book and you fry it 10 minutes each side. Amazing, quick, easy dinner, really tasty. Italian herb is my favourite. This one here is paprika. I've also had the Mediterranean tomato and herb one, or whatever that's called. I can't remember what else you can get. But these are fab. I got these from B&M again for like 50p, but you can get them in shops and stuff, like 2 for £1 and stuff like that. Always in supermarkets as well. Thoroughly enjoy this. So I'd have chicken breast with some boiled rice and some asparagus and some broccoli. And that's our dinner done. It's really quick, really simple and really tasty. These are 1 sin, 1.5 sin per sheet. So I don't think this is that bad at all if you just want to quickly do some food. So highly recommend those as well. That is the end of my low sin food video. I don't know what on earth I'm going to call this because I've got such a different variety in here. Let me know if my like estimations are wrong. Leave them down in the comments. Leave me comments letting me know anything else that you think I've missed that I might really enjoy, likewise for other people. I hope you all enjoyed this video and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.